So if we pull this off, this is going to be insane, because we don't lose any of our lands. It's probably going to be a counter spell, let's face it. Oh my goodness, Mana Tithe. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Mana Tithe. So they lose all their lands. That feels so evil. Okay, so Avacyn's just been released on Arena, so now we're going to have to make ourselves a board wipe tribal deck. This deck looks to get Avacyn out as soon as you can, which is quite the feat considering she's 8 mana. But if she does, makes all your other permanents indestructible. So you've probably seen her before. She's been in Commander for a long time now, but she finally graced Arena. Pretty cool card. The point of the deck is to get her out and protect all your stuff. The cheekiest thing I think you can do with Avacyn is play Avacyn, and then you're going to go for Fall of the Throne, which destroys all lands normally. But if Avacyn's out, it's just your opponent's land. It's pretty evil. And also, if you can do something like Soulguide Lantern to exile their graveyard, it means that they're not going to get their lands back from their graveyard. So that's pretty evil. The deck has multiple board wipes, Undo Inversion. It has Planar Cleansing, Hour of Revelation, all sorts of stuff to just get rid of all your opponent's crap. Obviously, it's going to be tough to keep Avacyn on the field because she's 8 mana. You've got just a couple cards like God's Willing and Mana Tithe to maybe put your opponent off being able to get rid of her. But yeah, it's more of a mono white control deck than anything. You want to go along, that's what stuff like Deck of Many Things in here just to give you a bit of card advantage. And you want some big mana rocks like Hedron Archive just to push you above. So, if you want to have a go, the deck list is below in the description. Download it and see what you think. Tell me in the comments below how it goes for you. Apart from that, drop me a like, drop me a sub, and you can always donate if you fancy it in my Ko-fi link in the description below. Let's get into some games. Okay, we're up against a Layla, and we actually have a pretty decent start because we have the Loyal Warhound going second, which means this should ramp us by +1 planes, which is a bit of card advantage. Obviously, we don't do it turn 2 because it would get no bonus. Arcane Signet. Any 1-drops? Vault Scourge. Yeah, I think we will Glass Casket this because whoever uses Vault Scourge, they are probably looking to pump it somehow, because by itself it's just unassuming 1/1 that you can pay 2 life for, which is really powerful. Especially in the 60 card formats where you get multiples of this. Okay, enchantments cost 1 less. They missed a land drop, which is really annoying. So let's go for the restoration here. Yeah, that really does... that does stop us costing the Warhound for his effect. So there for Layla here. I think it's tempting to go for the... oh, okay. Archive, that's definitely going to get exiled by the Forsaken Worldly. Definitely. So we've discarded a land which ramps us, so we're kind of anti-synergizing against the Warhound here, but oh well, it's still ramp, right? Exiling the Archive is going to be awesome because that's, well, unless they counter it somehow, but it is somewhat strange when people play artifacts and enchantments matter and then they go for the artifacts before. It kind of belies the entire point of having the triggers. Unless they were going for just a massive spell this turn. So that would have been 3, 4, 5, 6, potentially 7 mana this turn, but we certainly stopped them doing that, didn't we? And that's all we can really hope for, because Avacyn, although it gives us indestructible, against Esper colours, really, really not that good. She's a lot better against red and green decks, where they struggle to deal with these things. But yes, we will kill the Layla here, and then go for the Smothering Tide. So, perfectly good use of our curve. We have some aggression in the Architect of Restoration, which is just such a good value card. 3 for 1. Potentially 4 for 1, because it keeps giving you 1/1s each turn. 6, 7. So we have 8 mana in our following turn. Ooh, Vanishing Verse. They'd rather get rid of that than the Avacyn. That's very intriguing. So what does that tell me as a player? There's two options here. Either they didn't think about Avacyn, or they have another exile effect. Ooh, God's willing. 6, 7, 8. So I think I'd rather just wait until I have an extra mana, because then I can go for Avacyn and then protect her with the God's willing as well. Because the thing about just playing Avacyn out for 8 mana is it's just kind of risky, isn't it? If they have an exile effect, then it will be nice to just have that protection. Otherwise, it's going to cost us 10 mana to redeploy. And I'd rather spend 9 mana in total to just keep on the board. I am intrigued to see, though, if they have a follow-up exile effect. But again, once we get Avacyn, then we can see what they have. They could go for a Layla again. Meteor Golem. Interesting. Yeah, that's a real shame. Do I want to protect it? I think I'm not that bothered. I'd rather protect the Avacyn. This is the most important thing, really. Because she is the deck, right? She is our beat stick. Come on. Top deck and land. The one time we want a land. Okay. That's fine. There's no need to rush. We can be patient here. We can wait. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. What have they got? So let's just go for the Emperor. Let's see if we can resolve this, and let's try and exile this. I mean, there's no real reason, but I don't like them having a flyer in the air, essentially. Counter spell. Okay. So that was their backup for Avacyn. All makes sense now. So it doesn't mean they have another. Okay. Let's attack and see what they do. We've got Vigilance. And in order to just optimize our mana for next turn, let's get rid of the Starnheim Courser, because that's 2 damage in the air that's just annoying me, and I'd rather just get out of the way for now. That is one fewer thing for their Layla, but Tezzeret, Cruel Machinist. So that was the last card. Until next turn, an artifact becomes a 5/5. Okay. Okay, that's pretty powerful if left unchecked, but it's not one of the strongest Tezzerets. You know what, I'm just going to go for the Avacyn here. It seems like we've wasted so much time getting her out. Let's try and deal some damage. They'll probably block with the Meteor Golem. Okay. So essentially we just have to fade 2 attack, or well, 1 turn, sorry, because next turn we'll have the God's Willing up. They're drawing 2 cards a turn. It's going to be difficult to get back from this. Put any number of cards from your hand onto the battlefield face down. They're 5/5 artifacts. Okay, that's a very interesting ability. So again, they're going for the artifacts without a Layla out. It's kind of strange. Oh my goodness. I think this is exactly what we wanted to see, isn't it? So let's go to combat first. Don't forget we can give Avacyn protection. I kind of want to eke out whatever spell this is, even if it is a spell. So if we pull this off, this is going to be insane, because we don't lose any of our lands. It's probably going to be a counter spell, let's face it. Oh my goodness, Mana Tithe. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Mana Tithe. So they lose all their lands. That feels so evil. Oh, that's beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Fantastic. Opponent goes first with Minsk and Boo. It's definitely a tough matchup. It was actually... The paper version of this was recently banned in Dual Commander. So Dual Commander is 1v1 Commander in paper. So knowing that, we know how powerful it is just to get a 3, basically get a 4/4 for free every turn, which is kind of wild if you think about it. When it comes in, you get a hamster, and also at the beginning of each of your upkeeps, you get one as well. And they can put 3 counters on a creature with Trample Haste, which is just bonkers. So we are essentially looking for board wipes. Please. Key to the Archive. Yikes. Turn 3 key to the Archive, so that means they'll have, in their next turn, 3, 4, 5, so they'll have 7 mana in the next turn. Jeez. I don't know how we're gonna get around this, guys. Redain might be good because it does make their non-creature spells cost 2 more if they cost 4 already. So I think Redain might be the choice here. Because then the Minsk and Boo will cost 7. Yeah, we're going to have to do this. Sadly, we missed a land drop. Definitely not what we want to see. Also, let's hope they didn't get the extra turn spell. The Key to the Archive is just bonkers. It just turns any deck into a mega threat. Elder Gargaroth. Okay. Well, Swords is certainly a card. So let's do this. We have Vigilance, so we can now swing over the top. But let's go for the Maze Mind Tome. And Scry. Please be a land on top. Cat Gear Hulk. Don't want that. So we're going to put a stop in our upkeep before we draw so we can scry again, because if we miss another land drop, we're basically just gonna lose the game. Battle Mammoth. Another Mammothy boy. So let's scry here. Smothering Tithe. We can't even cast that. Where are all our lands? This is ludicrous. Banishing Slash. That can kill the Mammoth later on. But for now, I think let's go for the Inspiring Overseer draw card. And then we'll go for the Fountain as well. We can swing, they don't have reach, so we might as well just swing it. So this Battle Mammoth might be an issue because it has Trample. And it does mean that the Minsk and Boo can put counters on it, which is definitely not what we want to see. So there's no point blocking because it has Trample. Apologies if you can hear my child crying in the background there. He always seems to wake up around this time. But luckily, Mummy is ready in the wings, so that's lovely. Let's scry, because we desperately need another land. Come on now, just give me a natural land. Okay, so we get a land, but the curse is that we have it come in tapped. So we could destroy the key, right? Destroys an artifact. So let's kill that. I mean, they do have lots of extra ramp effects here, which is quite sad. Counter spell? Oh, I should have gone for the Lumbering Light Shield. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, if we went for the Lumbering Light Shield, it may have actually given us a slight edge, because if it made their counterspell cost 3, they wouldn't have been able to do that there. So sadly, we did waste a spell, but I mean, who would have thought that they had counterspell? You know what I mean? It's just crazy. Looks like the Redain is putting in a lot of work here. It's just a shame we've missed so many natural land drops. We could just triple block, but then that would just turn. It means their Minsk would come down so easy. So let's scry here because we just need to hit some lands again. And essentially what we're looking for now is just some kind of mass board wipe, just to take care of everything. I don't even care about losing my stuff. Ooh, that's a way to draw cards and gain some stuff. But again, it's not a land, and we do have a Priest of Ancient Law. So I'd rather just... Man, where are these lands? Yeah, we'll go for the Priest in hopes of getting a land. Come on now. So we do hit a land, and then we can do the rally in their turn. So what is this? Anything with reach? That has reach. Okay, yeah, we don't need to attack now. It's too much defense over there. So they're going to make the incubation druid huge. Yeah, I mean the thing about mono white is we're all about the wipes, and as you saw in the deck tech, we do have a lot of those. It's just getting to them is the issue.
Minsk and
My
Boo
goodness, they have so many
at
things.
your service.
Okay, so that's going to be a humongous threat here. The 9/8.
Magic? We have
I do wonder if maybe we should crack the fountain to try and draw a card, find something instead of the rally. We do gain 1 life for each creature. Yeah, I think we want to... saying that. How many blockers do we need? That's got 8 toughness. Yeah, let's just draw a card with the fountain here. I don't think 1 life a turn is going to circumvent this that much. Birth of Meletis. And yeah, we'll take 9. That's a huge chunk. Okay, they also get a land when this hits because it's modified, and Kodama says whenever a modified creature hits, they get a land from the deck into play. Ah, there we go. This is exactly what we were looking for, but by doing this, they will be able to just cast the Minsk again. Okay, let's just alpha at them. This is the best we've got, essentially, for now. It's certainly a good hit. And it will save us for a bit. But as I say, they'll just get more Minsks and Boos. So now they're thinking, what the heck's going on here? And now they're cautious of the white Embercleave that doesn't exist. Wow, see? You should always swing in before an alpha. Before a board wipe, because you just never know. People are probably not inclined to actually block. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So sadly, they can cast Minsk again. But we should be able to rebuild. But yeah, we're going to need another board wipe of some kind. Because they're going to get... So this is essentially a 4-4 here. Blimey. This is why he was banned in 1-on-1, you see. Way too good. Way too good. Especially when you consider that now... So this is a 4-4. Whatever trample or haster they play here in their next turn, they can put 3 more counters on it. So I think we're going to go for the Cosmos Elixir because we're just desperate to find some kind of answer. Casket. I mean... That's just too slow. We need another mass board wipe. Yeah, it's really hard to get Avacyn out in these games, especially when we do stuff like Planar Cleansing to live, but obviously that killed our Mana Rock. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that does take us away from casting her quite a bit. Tremble Haste, man. And then that Sushi as well. Settle the Wreckage would be good. Portable Hole, okay, that does put a counter on here, but... Sorry, not a counter, that would exile the Boo, but then they can deal 7 flying. Okay. And then... Not much else we can do. We gain 2 at the end of the turn with the Cosmos Elixir. We're not quite dead yet. We can rally the throne and gain 3 here as well. Yeah, this is crazy.
Go big.
Absolutely crazy OP.
Actually, go big. Just go big.
So, rally the throne here. We'll gain 3 life. And we'll give this creature protection from red, because then we can scry 1 as well. Ugin. Ugin's okay. Ugin will kill the Atsushi, I suppose. Down to 3. So, this is pretty rough. Because to any target where X is in that creature's power. Oof, this is rough. And a Grum Gully as well. Okay. So we get to 5. Can we survive? If we get rid of the flyers, potentially, we will see. Kill the Atsushi, so they'll probably go and exile the top 3 cards of their deck. They can cast them until end of turn. Anything with flying, and I think we just die. Ooh, 2 lands. Wowzers. So this guy has... Okay, so that'll be 5. Do they have enough stuff here to get through to us? So they, yeah, that's the thing. Like Ugin gives us a bit of lifelink essentially, because now they're gonna want to try and target our guys. So we're gonna have to block with everything to keep Ugin alive, but I think it's gonna be worth it because we absorb all of the damage. Even if we lose this one, it's oh no, Layla the Hydra. That's definitely a problem. So let's optic here. And then go for the Esper Sentinel. Ah, yeah, they've got the -2, haven't they? So if we get desperate, we can even crack this to make 2/1/1. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. The trample on the Boo is going to be the main issue here. We go to 9 with the Cosmos Elixir. Come on, man! So many planes. They're giving us all the planes later on, which is sad. So if they put 3 counters on, or they're saying that, they can just make the Lair of the Hydra huge, can't they? This is probably the best play here. Then they have 3 attackers. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's interesting. I mean, I expect actually it doesn't have trample, does it? No. So maybe it would have actually been better to put these counters on the Boo. Who knows? Man, the Lair of the Hydra, what a top deck though. So there's 8 trample here. So there's kind of like no point blocking here.
Magic? We have muscle.
Okay. So we can... what do we do? Do we want to sack this to make another blocker? I don't think so. Block the 8. Oh no, actually, yeah, we don't want to block that because that's trampled. So yeah, we'll block the 3. Yeah. No trample there. Okay, so we're down to 1, which is pretty ludicrous. We get a card to hand. So this next card's going to have to be freaking good. And even if it is a board wipe, we just lose to Lair the Hydra. Wrath of God. Well, we're hanging in there, aren't we? We are absolutely hanging in there. Ah, the Wanderer would have been good like earlier on. Yeah, I think they've got us because Minsk can just sacrifice a creature to deal X to any target. I wonder if they have actually seen this. They could have just...
Go big or actually go
Couldn't they have just
big,
won
just
last
go
turn by making this huge... sacking it and then it deals X damage to any target? Yeah, they missed lethal last turn, didn't they? With the -2. What a crazy Planeswalker. Making a 4/4 every turn for free, basically. And then you draw X cards. Are you crazy? Yeah, we die to... Huh? I don't understand what's going on here. Surely they could have just won there. Alright, so it looks like the opponent's just messing with me. And they end up giving me an undo inversion, which is interesting. Sadly, we still died to the Lair of the Hydra. Yeah. Damn it. Damn it. Yeah, got us in a right old pickle, didn't they? Because by destroying everything, we do lose the life gain here. And they'd lose these guys. But yeah, it's an inevitability because let's say we wipe these out. They would just recast them and then kill us with haste, or they could just kill us with the Lair. So I'll just... We don't have enough 8 mana anyway. Okay, I guess we'll just seek a card here. Come on, white fog. Glass casket. Yeah, it doesn't make a difference. Cool. So opponent's got this one. I'll give them the satisfaction. Unless they decide to be strange again. We've killed a lot of these boos, haven't we? He's just got... It's weird because although it's a legendary, he's pulling them out of somewhere. Different ones. I mean, they are the different one. Because we've been killing all sorts of different sized ones. So he's a dimension of infinite boos. Now, this is what I don't really appreciate is... Why do people do this? Just finish me off. Okay.
We will stomp out evil.
Yep, there we go. So, finally finished stuff with a hamster. Cool. Yeah, very powerful deck. Probably a bit too powerful, but it is interesting to see, I suppose. Opponent goes first with Nalia Diarnice. Now, she's pretty cool, but the weakness of this deck is it's very soft to board wipes, and that's why Doomscar here is going to be vital. Now, we're going to want to foretell this as soon as possible, because by doing so, we hide it from their Thoughtseize and Duresses. And knowing black, they'll probably have some card discard. So keep that in mind. If you're facing a black deck and you have foretell spells, hide them away as quickly as you can. I mean, we could just lose it straight up. Okay. I held my breath there. Let's go for the Authority. Next turn, we'll probably go for the Snow-Covered Plains into the Doomscar foretelling. And then we'll move on from there. We don't want to play any creatures before we wipe all theirs. That's for sure. So keep that in mind as well if you're running board wipes. Yeah. Get that out of the way. So 3 mana board wipe is going to be excellent. In fact, if they go for the Nalia here, and seems unlikely though, just because, yeah, okay, they're playing around board wipes. That's cool. So what we could do is just pass the turn. There is literally no need to do anything. We're only taking 4 a turn. The Asylum Visitor actually benefits us if we have no cards in hand. Saying that, we have the chance to block it. And that's 3 damage we can prevent, so that's good. And we gained 1 and we lost 1, so nothing changed there. And we've got 22, they've got 25, so we'll just start swinging back, I guess. We could casket it here. But I think I'm going to wait for the Nalia to come out and then possibly Doomscar. We'll see. They don't want to commit anything, which is interesting. Faceless Agent, this is a powerful card. So this will give them whatever the most prevalent type is within their deck. So we don't know. Complete mystery. Does not reveal to us because that's what Seek is. Seek is unique to a digital format, and that's why it's a very interesting ability. Taken straight out of, I think, Hearthstone. So they've got another creature. So that's a 3 for 1 if we go for a board wipe. But you know what? Let's get some more lands first. As I say, we have the board wipe. So you know what? It's fine. I don't mind losing a night overs here. We can bait them out. The more stuff we play, the more stuff they play. Ooh. This is awesome as well. Onto Inversion. If we draw a basic land next turn, we'll play that instead of this. We shall see. This is a lot more useful when the opponent's going wide with multiple types. Okay, so now we're just going to go for the Doomscar, I think. So seeing as we're going to wipe anyway, we might as well just... This has got First Strike, Death Touch. They've all got Death Touch. So if that's the case, we might as well just defend as much as we can. That's a mega powerful ability to pump the entire team. So now the only downside is if they have a protection spell. Let's just hope not. Fantastic. So because we just cleared the field there, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to play my land drops because Avacyn's so expensive. So don't forget, if we can get Avacyn out and Fall of the Throne, we are looking groovy here. Rafine's Informant connives when it comes in. Authority of the Consoles, doing fantastic against aggro decks. It's just a really good way to defend yourself versus haste. obviously fantastic against red. They got rid of the Selfless Cliff Weaver. Extraction Specialist can return something from the graveyard. Okay, so what do they get back here? They have a few options. I'm guessing the Asylum Seeker thing. Okay, they go for the Changeling. Interesting. So we have quite a few pieces of interaction. We could wipe the field, but I think I'm going to seek a card with the gate. This is a really powerful addition to the format. Each colour has a gate to this, well, that looks like this. Lets you seek. Yeah, we'll pass the turn. So in their turn, they could go for Nalia, pump the team again, and we will take a chunk, but in our turn we do have the Fateful Absence, so... Ooh, so they're missing one type. Okay, let's just scry, see if we get something good on top here. Intervention, not quite good. They haven't played a single artifact or enchantment that's scary. Or any, in fact. Okay, so we could just risk it here with the Avacyn. And fingers crossed they don't have any exile effects. It's pretty likely that they do, though. So we shall see. We can try and do the trick with the Fall of the Throne. Oof, okay, okay. Gain some life. I feel like if they had the removal, they would have done it by now. She does have 4 types, so she will put a counter and Death Touch on each thing. There's 4 mana up, so I do wonder what they are planning here. Something feels very amiss here. Could be Settle the Wreckage. Okay, let's scry again, because we are looking for something. Now, the thing about wiping the field now is that they have Ward, and I feel like this needs to die, so let's... Yeah, I think I want to kill this. The more aggressive players out there may have just gone for the fall first, but we'll see. Yeah, because I don't want their team to just get bigger and bigger and bigger, and then suddenly we're just completely overwhelmed. Each creature controls Ward 1. Okay, let's swing in. Yeah, remember, there's not really a rush yet, because we've got 17 life. Let's go for the Glass Casket. I think we do get rid of this Chapel Shieldgeist. Yeah, I think that was a mistake to not go for that first. But, you know... Oh, okay. Fair enough. I guess the writing's on the wall there. That's interesting. They didn't have a single removal spell. Fair enough. Okay, we see ourselves going against Tinybones. And hand seems pretty decent. I mean, they're probably going to be discarding a lot of the stuff in our hand, but maybe Smothering Tithe will help us get to Avacyn a bit faster. Being mono black, it does mean they do actually weirdly have access to quite a lot of the removal spells that we're going to dread. Stuff like making us sacrifice, making us exile stuff. I think it makes black one of the most effective colours to deal with us. So sadly, the Loyal Warhound won't get us a land, but I just want to play something out to stop them kind of attacking. If we get the Cosmos Elixir out, this could be good. Go blank, yikes. Go for the Intervention and Sanctify, I think. And exiling our graveyard. So the Cosmos Elixir here is going to be super important to potentially help us. But it's not looking good, to be honest. Swing in. Now, it's kind of a double-edged sword, the Cosmos Elixir, because normally against a mono-black deck, you lose cards, and therefore their discard effects won't be very effective. But if we keep drawing cards, then they're going to keep discarding them and drawing cards themselves. So, Grasp of Darkness on our poor old doggo there. Smothering Tithe would be good to help us get into Avacyn over and over again. It is probably inevitable that we're going to lose some more cards, but that's just the way it is. If they do kill Avacyn, it's going to cost 10 mana the following turn. But that's just the way it is. What are they thinking of doing there? Ninjutsu. They're going to make us discard 2 cards when that hits us. Okay. So the thing about that is they're not actually going to get to draw anything, so don't really care too much. Ooh, Restoration of a Gunja is nice. Gives us the planes and lets us play that as well as the Lumbering Light Shield. So it's all looking pretty decent. Slow them down. Now we want to be careful because we don't want the... No, we don't want that, definitely. And we certainly don't want the Tinybones to go for the 6-mana ability to make us lose 10. But at the same time, we just need to hit our mana. Now if they go for Tinybones, then we probably don't want to discard something. Wow, Bone Shards. Okay. So whenever this... What's the wording here? Beginning of each end step. So yeah, we don't want to discard here. Discard a card, decline that. And then go for Avacyn. Now, they probably will have a removal spell, let's face it. Day of Judgment, kind of good. It gets rid of 2 of their guys, and it's sort of safe on top of the deck, as long as they don't have a way for us to mill. So now they're going to start paying. Elders Reborn, yikes. It's pretty rough, not going to lie. Put her in the command zone, yeah. Elders Reborn will give them no creatures in their yard, and we've got a Lumbering Light Shield, so yeah, it's fine. I actually seriously think that we're probably gonna... Are we gonna just Day of Judgment here and lose the Architect? I think so. It's really sad, but I just want to get rid of those 2 guys. They're gonna make us discard anyway, so we would have lost the board wipe. I'd rather just get that silly creature off the field. Also, they can just start paying 6. Hitting us for 10. This is pretty rough. So now we're gonna... Interesting, Rankle as well. Oh man, this is so rough. Okay, Settle the Wreckage. I guess we can use Settle on the Rankle if we still have it. Ooh, Maze Mind Tome. That's another great card on top. So as long as we keep finding ways to draw, it should be wonderful. And they do get something back. So they get their Okiba Gang Shinobi. Now they might have a way to discard the Settle before they hit us, we'll see. They can also go for the Tinybones as well. Okay. Oh no, we lose the Settle. Oh no, when it dies. Okay. Yeah, we'll settle now because I can't trust that they're not going to make us discard it. So that's just going to be the way it is. 4, 5, 6, 7. So sadly for the rest of the game, I think our Smothering Tide's turned off. Okay, now we're going to do some cheeky things here. If Fountain of Renewal, that would... No, that's just not good here. So if they do activate the 6-mana ability, we're just going to draw a response. So we'll see what they do. We do not want to really do this. Man, it's just pretty rough, isn't it? They can do this whenever they want as well. Yeah, we'll just pass to our turn. There's no need for us to actually do it yet. Okay. So we just draw in response, right? We don't lose 10. But we do lose the Solemn Simulacrum when they hit us with the Okiba Gang. Oh man, this is pain. This is so painful. So we basically need another board wipe, that's what they're saying. Yeah, they've got us in a 1-2 punch situation here. Man. This is so rough. Although Portable Hole does get rid of the Tinybones. Okay. And then we might as well draw here because we're going to... If we do it in their turn, we'll probably lose anyway. Eye of Vecna. We can't even play that. Although can we? We'll go to... Actually, so we'll go to 3, then we'll go to 5 again. Okay, fine. We'll go for the Eye of Vecna. Oh man, we're going to lose that, aren't we? So yet again, we're after another board wipe. So they're going to hit us for 4. We go down to 1. We discard the deck of many things. Yeah, it's looking really bad. This Akiba Gang Shinobi has done so much work. Damn. Killing us with our own technique. The old Sardine Blood maneuver. Yeah, fair enough. Damn, that was a pretty rough matchup. Op goes first with Vivian Monsters Advocate. I do like to see the mono matchups. It just feels slightly more fair. And we'll keep this just because we've got the Birth of Meletis to get us a planes, which is lovely. Got some really delicious cards here. Always nice to see a board wipe. You'll find that by running Avacyn, it's not very common that you'll cast her, but as an end game backup card, she's just absolutely wonderful. Because, as I said, facing mono green or mono red, they're really going to struggle to deal with her. There's very few answers for her. Normally the answer is speed, so they will go underneath as you struggle to get the mana, but cultivate, yikes. So they're certainly ramping. Certainly ramping. Smothering Tithe. That's a shame we couldn't have had that out earlier. And yeah, I guess we'll go for the Lumbering Lightshoot. So now we're desperate for a 4th land. Ronus casts 1 more to cast. So I really hope we get a land here. Otherwise we're gonna struggle, to be honest. But just getting 1 more land means we have access to the Solemn Simulacrum, or perhaps the Smothering Tithe, which will push us above and beyond. Vivian making 3/3 to turn is definitely an issue, but we do have a Cleansing Nova. And the thing I'm scared of is actually her -2 ability, which says she can tutor for any creature when you cast a creature. So I think we'll go for Solemn. And yeah, this means that, you know, our mana base is pretty sorted for now. 5 mana seems decent. Cleansing Nova seems good. So 3, 4, 5 mana. If they cast a 5 mana, they can get a 4 mana from their deck. Yeah, she's pretty good against slow decks because, ooh, double power. That's pretty scary. So this becomes a 6/3. Oh, 6/6. Blimey. Okay. What do we do here? Deck of many things. Probably shouldn't do that until we have 7 mana, otherwise we'll lose the value. We need an answer for Vivian. Settle the Wreckage is decent. I think Smothering Tithe for now. So we can use Revelry. That will just let us draw a card. How good is drawing a card here? Yeah, we'll just draw a card. Basically, it's got Cycle at this point. Cosmos Elixir. Man, this is stupid. But yeah, once we find a way to kill all permanents, or non-permanents, things are going to look good. They gave us a treasure, which is lovely, because if we can get out the Avacyn, then the Cleansing Nova only hurts them. So they're going to tutor for something. 3, 4, 5. Yorvo, so they can get a 2-drop.
Lots of them.
Okay, this is interesting. 6, 7. If they draw a card, we could get another treasure. I really want that to happen. I really want to get Avacyn out and then board wipe. I don't want to lose my defenders, especially against the Unnatural Growth. It's kind of crazy. I am tempted to block. I really am. Gala Greeters. Okay. This Cleansing Nova is looking super good right now. Attacking with a 6/6. Yeah, we'll block with the Solemn, because we don't mind that dying. Okay, it's all good. Gift of Estates. 6, 3, 4, 5. So, I think we're just going to have to go for the Farmhand. Give us a land. And then, I reckon, Cleansing Nova. Actually, let's think about this for a sec. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if we Cleansing Nova now, we lose all our stuff. But they lose all their stuff. Okay, we're going to go for hyper risky here. Hyper risky. We're going to wait for them to attack. And if they go for lethal, we're definitely going to settle. We'll see. This is definitely a risky move here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So, yeah. Obviously, the idea is get Avacyn out before any board wipes. That's what you want to aim for. -2. Going for a Toski. Okay.
I hope things get out of hand for you.
That is quite scary. Especially if they have Heroic Intervention in hand. Scoot Swarm. Holy crap. The set of the wreckage doesn't look very good now, does it? All of a sudden. Oh, this is scary. Yeah, so now I don't want to settle the wreckage at all. Because I want to settle on the turn they attack with Toski. Oh, goodness. Don't know what to do now. We'll see. We'll see what they do. Oh, we draw another... Oh, they draw another card. We get a treasure. Look how powerful these guys are. That's not got trample, though. 6/6. Okay, and another... Woof. It's a lot of hits. No trample, though, right? Yeah. We just tank it for now. So they're gonna take quite the wallop when we go for Cleansing Nova. And now it doesn't really matter if Avacyn's out or not, because we don't have any creatures anyway, so it's all kind of worked out in the end. And also they don't have 2 mana open for Heroic Intervention, which is just beautiful. So all they'll have left is the Toski. If we do this, we can go for the Cleansing Nova as well. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, Cleansing Nova, go for creatures. And, just in case, we have the 4 treasures. So if we really want to, we can still settle the wreckage. And it will get rid of their Toski. Yeah, this is a pretty tough matchup, actually. But that is green for you. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, so 13 mana. It's probably not going to matter. Apologies if you can hear a whirring sound. It's the noise of a hoover. There is a hoover in action downstairs. So Toski will deal 2 damage to us this turn, because it's probably not very appealing for me to settle the wreckage. Opponent is now probably considering not playing more things. I mean, if they go for the Ronus, that makes me happy, because next turn they could attack with both, and we settle them both. Verdant Rejuvenation, oh my. Seek and put these on the battlefield. What the hell? Okay, that's pretty wild, not gonna lie. That is a great card. 8 mana. Seek X creatures, enchantments, and all planeswalkers, or X is the highest mana value. Put those onto the battlefield. Okay, and they, once again, drawing stuff, giving us treasures, which is fine by me. So they'll swing in for 4 this time. Oh no, they've already pumped. Okay. So next time we might get a good settle. They draw again, which means we get another treasure. So actually, keeping the Toski alive might be good. Funnily enough. 7. Have they got more lands on us? They've got 8, haven't they? Yeah, so let's go for the gift. And then we can go for the Avacyn. Right now. So, I'm guessing they want to go for the Cretahoof Behemoth win, or the Enrace Forerunners. So let's hope that's what they're going to do. Because this would be the turn to catch them off guard. So let's just assume that is their pattern. And because we have indestructible, I don't think they have a way to deal with it. So she should be... Oh, okay. Trample is certainly a card that does something. So if they put that on the Topiary Stomper, that becomes a 5/5. And then double it makes it a 10/10. So now this is a threat. I mean, to be fair, so is this. When it dies, create a 4/4. So this is Thragtusk 2. Okay. Are we going to see a Create a Hoof here? End raise. Okay. So this is exactly what we wanted to see. Now, we do have the deck of many things, so this can return cards at random from your yard to your hand. Vorinclex comes to play. Now, if they alpha, we should be good. This is the weirdest thing I've ever had to say. So, why wouldn't they alpha? You know? What's the reason to not alpha? What would be the reason? Okay. Okay, they're going for all. Does a card exist here that stops me getting the Settle the Wreckage off? And again, sorry once again for the audio. Do they just quit from anger? There we go. There's one way to stop the Fur Razor. And don't forget, these are exiled. So it's pretty awesome. 7 forests come in. And that has most definitely bought us some time. Really good. So go for the deck of many things. So now we can definitely use this. And let's see what we get. It's completely random, of course. 15, we draw 2 cards. I mean, in mono white, what more could you ask for? Soul Guide Lantern. Let's use this to exile something from the yard in case they choose to go for something cheeky. What's annoying? I guess the Rejuvenation is pretty powerful. Let's get rid of that. And don't forget, all of our permanents are indestructible because of Avacyn. So they're going to struggle to deal with literally anything we have. And yeah, we can go for the Fountain of Renewal, seeing as we've got so much mana now. We've got the Hedron Archive, which can also draw us some cards once we get desperate. And then we can swing in for 8. I mean, props to the opponent for hanging in. I mean, maybe there is a way out of this. They've got a lot of lands. They've got 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, ECD, that's staying on top. So, I mean, let's think about this. What can they do? Create to Hoof is 8 mana, so that leaves them with 7. So 7 mana's worth of small creatures, and Create a Hoof might do it. Yeah, I just don't feel safe. Green has some of the best combat spells ever. Glorious Sunrise, okay. Also, this Unnatural Growth makes everything ridiculous. Here comes Vivian, so she'll probably give it, get the reach thing, reach creature. But I guess we can just use ECD on maybe the Unnatural Growth, or I don't know. It's a tricky one. They've got 13 mana left, so they're going to go for a tutor again. The deck of many things could be good. Wowzers, Elder Gargaroth. Oh man. So many powerful things they have here. We're going to struggle. This is going to be a struggle. They've got so many cards. And we have 3 planes, unbeknownst to them. Yeah, they can just re-engage their entire field, can't they? To think this was post Settle the Wreckage, where they alphaed with every single creature you can see here. Pretty wild. Man, I do wish they played slightly faster because it is somewhat painful, especially when it's just you know, play creatures, draw cards. Sadly, we do end up having to wait, and especially when they almost had lethal. You know, it's almost like we've made them go kaput here, because this is like another reality, isn't it, where we didn't die. So, man, this unnatural growth. Maybe this has to get exiled with the ECD. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. Okay, our turn. Yes, with the audio bug has now gone to where you can't hear a single thing. So will they block with the Gargaroth? I do wonder. Don't mind either way. Let's just see what they do. So they double their... Oh, it doubles it, doesn't it? Yeah, that was a mistake and a half, wasn't it? So yeah, let's not attack. Okay, that's pretty bad, actually. That is actually pretty bad. That was a bad mistake. So we should have done this first. Then we could have got rid of either the Gargaroth or the Vivian, but what can be done? So a board wipe here would be wonderful. Come on, give us a board wipe somehow. Return a card at random. Oh, I see. So if you're on a 1, you discard your hand. Why did the auto-tapper tap this? Oh boy. Everything's just gone really wrong all of a sudden, hasn't it? True Love's Kiss. Okay. Actually, this is okay. This can be used in on the Shadow Spear, I suppose. Skyclave Apparition. Okay, no, that's definitely staying on top as well. Yeah, why the hell did the Archive tap for mana there? That is kind of strange. Maybe I should have drawn that with the Fountain and then played it, because I've got like 9 mana. Yeah, sorry guys, my brain's a bit frazzled now. You know when you play a game and you think everything is going well, and then all of a sudden you make one move and it just kind of throws you off the rest of your game. I mean, I am glad that the unnatural growth is dead, but yeah, I'm just really annoyed with myself. Okay, so they can draw a card. Draw a card, yep. So we get another treasure. I mean, I'm not complaining. So we don't want to block a 3-drop, do we? Because we've got the apparition to get rid of. Okay, so they attack. The Ronas can give the Gargaroth +2/+0. Okay. So I think we definitely block the Gargaroth, don't we? Yeah, I feel like I should have done more things in my previous turn. Okay, so try and block here. If they pump it, they will obviously deal additional damage, but we absorb 8. Permanents lose hexproof. Okay. I forgot that was a thing. So we are going to lose Avacyn here. That's interesting. Okay, fair enough. But I mean, we have so much mana anyway. Damn, I should have done this in the last turn. Yeah, oh, man, so many things I should have done in my turn. We should have had the Skyclave Apparition out as well. Yeah, I think it's safe to say they got us with this. They're thinking about pumping it more, aren't they? So we already take quite a chunk. This is going to be... Okay, we lose those. We lose the Avacyn. Yeah, we'll put her in the command zone. We can easily recast her. Yeah, the Shadow Spear, I think, is going to have to die, isn't it? Questing Beast. Let's just get rid of it now, before they draw a Heroic Intervention or something, which they may already have, to be honest. I mean, the irony is they keep drawing cards, which means our Avacyn is just going to get cast pretty easily anyway. Can you believe how many cards I've got in the hand? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. That is just ridiculous. Green needs to chill the hell out. So we're looking for a board wipe now. I don't know how this game's going to end, to be honest. Well, we got a board wipe, which is pretty lucky, I have to say. So this will go for the Ronus as well. If we lose the apparition for any reason, we can get it back next turn from the ECD. Let's just use the treasures now, draw some cards. Doesn't really matter we lose these. We'll probably end up getting more treasures anyway. 14, draw 2 cards. That's pretty cool. Oh, wow, okay. And a Redain that we can play later as well. I think we just managed to turn things around. Yeah, the top deck Day of Judgment there. Pretty awesome. Okay. So many lands in this other field. So once again, they're going to tutor for something else. Turvolar's Huntmaster, so they can get a 5 or less drop. Yeah, that's not the end of the world. We've just got so much great support here with the Deck of Many Things and the Hedron Archive, so we can draw quite a few cards essentially. I guess what we'll be looking for now is a permanent based board wipe because it won't affect our things. So yeah, maybe the destroy all lands would be really good right now. Man, some people, I know this is like a lot of stuff to think about, but some people honestly take quite a while. I mean, I hate to say it, but I'm not sure what else they can really do now. So, yeah. Kodama of the West Tree. I mean, if we get another board wipe, I wonder how long they'll be staying there for. We get to return something else. We get a Solemn, which lets us ramp. Okay, so because this has a chance of discarding, we'll want to do this first. But we'll get the Valk Mirror out first, just to give us a bit of a defense. Draw 2 cards, hopefully. Yeah, draw 2 cards seems to be about right, doesn't it? Swords, okay, we'll get rid of the Preserver. They gain so much life from that. And then we swing. They do have reach, but I really doubt they're going to block. And once again, the tapper has tapped the archive, which is just crazy. Let's draw with the fountain. I'm kind of sick of... Ooh, Revoke Existence. I think we'll get rid of the Glorious Sunrise. We're slowly dismantling their entire field. Okay, let's see if we can hold off a bit more. Yeah, we drew some great cards that turn. Yeah, anything that involves destroying all permanents or non-land permanents is greatly going to help here. The Turvolar's Huntmaster isn't that scary because it's just fight mechanics. And they won't do anything when our stuff's indestructible. Mirage Mirror. Now this is... Okay, that's just changed the entire game. Yeah, that's just changed the entire game, because now they can have their own Avacyn. Oh, as if they had Mirage Mirror. That's going to be stupidly hard to get rid of now. Because if we have something that says Destroy Artifact or Enchantment, they can just turn it into a creature. So now we need exile removal. Oh my goodness. So yeah, you could say this is really, really bad. Holy crap, there's but 10 counters on a random card. Mirage Mirror, really? I never see people use this card. Now, the interesting thing here is, it's 2 to use. But we have the Valkyrie, so they can't actually do that here. So first things first, let's use this Hydron Archive. Let's get some cards. We desperately need something. Heliod's Intervention, okay. So this is to make sure this says becomes a copy of artifact, creature, or enchantment whenever you or another permanent becomes a target of spell or ability. So they're not going to be able to do that. But let's do this now then. Let's just make sure they don't have enough mana, right? I am sure about this. 2 mana, yeah. Enchantment, so let's get rid of 2 things. Oh, they've got 3 things. Let's pay 3 then. This could have been their only hope, actually. 1, 2, 3. If there's something I've missed here, maybe they've got Heroic Intervention in hand, which would be fantastic for them. So yeah, they've just realised that they can't actually target Avacyn. And that is insanely lucky. Yeah, wow, that was lucky. They didn't look at the Valkyrie, so we won because of Valkyrie. Fantastic. Don't forget to check out more of my videos, and also my Ko-fi donations page. You can donate as little or as much as you want.